Women represent chaos, dysfunction, and instability. Us men, we represent order, structure, and discipline, and logic. When it comes to women, I used to get upset in the past. I used to get frustrated at them because I wanted them to think like a man. I wanted them to give me a straightforward, direct answer. I'm quite sure a lot of you guys are wondering a lot and saying, why can't she just tell me how she feels? Why can't she just be straightforward with me? Well, she's a female. You got to remember, guys, we're dealing with women. So I used to get really frustrated at them. I used to get mad and I used to lash out emotionally because I wanted them to do how I would do them. The number one behavior that is extremely attractive to women, and they need this, they crave this, is a guy who's emotionally stable. And I know a lot of the times it's going to be hard, especially when you're dealing with women, because they're up and down. They're over here. They're over there. They're wishy-washy. It's like you're riding on a roller coaster, right? They're fine one moment. The next moment they're sad. They're hot one moment. The next moment they're cold. And this can be really frustrating just dealing with them. Trust me, I know. But if you understand women, and a lot of guys don't understand and accept that you have to be the guy who's a rock. If you are a rock in any situation with women, if you represent order, logic, and leadership, what's going to happen is she's going to gravitate towards you and going to be that more attracted to you. I remember when I used to get 1 or 2 word responses from women and I used to lash out and whatnot, or we used to set a date and 2-3 hours before we're supposed to hang out, she says, hey, I can't make it, or I got to cancel. And they never used to give me a rescheduled date. I used to lash out. I used to say something like, see, you're one of those girls that play a lot of games. See, it's your loss and see you later. Good luck. You all these different things to the woman. And in her mind, she's like, what the heck is going on? I just had to cancel. And she doesn't think anything is wrong with cancel at the last minute. Trust me, because women operate on 100% emotion. They're always thinking in the now. So you are a man of your word. You're like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to show up. I'm going to be there. And a woman is just, she's walking around, all willy nilly. And then one day she just doesn't feel like showing up. Now, how you respond to her not showing up or her canceling or flaking or doing something illogical is you combat it with stoicism. You remain calm, because this behavior, and I have to work on it steadily over time, still to this day, it's extremely attractive. Because once she realizes that she can't get under your skin, that she can't frustrate you or bother you and get you emotional, she's going to say, oh, wow, this guy, I want to be around him. This guy, I want to see him again, because women need that in their life. A woman doesn't want to be with another female, right? This is why a lot of times they'll do little small emotional tests. I call them emotional traps, where they will say, hey, I'll text you tomorrow morning. And then they'll wait all the way till noon, or they'll wait all the way till like 2-3 p.m. Say, hey, how's it going? They're looking for you to see if you're going to get mad and frustrated. Right? Or they might just say or do something off the wall. And as a man, you're like, dude, that makes no sense. Of course it doesn't make any sense. Right? And she's looking to see, is this guy going to be calm and unemotional? Is he going to be that guy who's going to be that rock for me? And a lot of guys might say, that's just silly. That's confusing. Why would she do these goofy things? That's because a lot of times women want to be around a guy who they can trust. See, if your emotions are everywhere and you're just able to lash out at any moment and she's not going to feel comfortable. She's not going to feel safe. She's going to say, oh, okay, this guy, I'm not going to want to be around him. But if you remain calm at all times, if you master your emotions and be unreactive to a woman's emotions and all this other stuff, her games and gimmicks and her actions, what'll happen is she's going to say, wow, let me get around this guy. I know it sounds kind of crazy and confusing. You're like, Why do they have to test? Why can't they be just straightforward? That's because they're females. And I used to get mad. And this is a big part of understanding women and growing, because they're going to do and say certain things that's going to get under your skin. They're going to be on a dating app and you're going to say, hey, go ahead, text me. Let's hang out. And she's going to say, I don't give my number out like that. Now, what you need to do is just unmatch her and keep it moving. This is just one example. What a lot of guys do, they'll lash out at the girl on the dating app and boom, 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 boom. And it doesn't do you any good, right? Because she'll just unmatch you or you know, you're wasting your time. So what you don't want to do, guys, is get emotional, get bent out of shape because a woman says or does something. Remember, at all times, she is a female. She is a woman. She is an overgrown child, for crying out loud. Okay, she's not going to take accountability for anything. Yes, I understand it can be kind of frustrating, but this is what it means to be a man. Being solid, being a rock, and not letting anything frustrate you or get you off your center. Because trust me, women will try to get you off your center. And I noticed the more attractive and good looking she is, the more little small tests she'll pull. And she can't help it because she's getting so many different offers from guys. So she has to do one little tweak. And a lot of times she does it subconsciously. She doesn't really even realize she's deliberately doing it, but she's trying to see how is this guy going to react? And she'll just do something. And as soon as you react emotionally and become frustrated and chaotic and you lash out, she's like, okay, he's another one of those guys. He's another guy who's going to blow my line up. He's another guy who's going to text me long paragraphs and frustration and anger. And there's another guy, he might be a stalker. Because you guys got to understand, a lot of women dealt with stalkers in the past. So she's like, okay, if this guy is not emotionally stable, what's going to happen is he might do me like my ex-boyfriend did, or like that one guy did who I was dating, who came to my job, who came to my house, who did all these different things. So guys, remaining emotionally stable is important. You can have all the money in the world. You can drive the nicest car. You can have the biggest home. But if you start to lash out, if you start to not be that rock, if you start to act like a female, and it's understandable if you have emotions. Listen, everybody has emotions. But as a man, we have the ability to not be controlled by them. We have the ability to say, hey, she canceled this date. I see the text message. I'm not going to respond. I'm going to move on to another woman. Hey, this girl came to my house. She's not trying to put out. Okay, I'm not going to get mad. I'm just going to tell her to leave. Hey, this girl, she is playing this game. She texted me back a whole 24 hours later and said, hey, I'm just now seeing your message. That's another emotional trap. Don't go for it. You just ignore it. You remain that rock. You remain stoic and you move on. This builds character. This is what it really means to be a man. And this is how I came into that high value male standpoint, because I had everything going. But I noticed I used to lash out at women, and even women who used to say, oh, I can't do it today. I can't make it tomorrow. I used to get mad at them. Now I just remain solid. I remain that rock. I remain calm at all times, because when you remain calm, she's going to gravitate towards you. The more emotional and angry and frustrated you get, she's going to pull away. She's going to say, okay, I'm going to stay away from this guy because you're acting like her. And women don't want to be with another female. They want to be with a male, a man. And they expect you to just get this. They don't expect you to they expect you to remain calm and stoic and that rocket. If you can do that, guys, trust me, women will gravitate towards you and want to be around you that much more. But if you try to get angry at them, if you try to convince them that, hey, this is how you're supposed to do it. Listen to me. Listen to me. You try to come at them at that angle, 99 times out of 100, it will never work. She's going to look at you like, it's like you talking to a dog and you just, and the dog's looking and the dog's confused. So you have to speak the language of women. And one way you can do that, I think the greatest way, and it will make you extremely attractive to women, is by remaining calm, keep your emotions in check, and remain stoic.